Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you are enjoying the end of this 2021, this terrible, terrible, shitty, evil 2021. It's been maybe not for everybody, but for a good portion of us, I should say. But either way, I hope you're enjoying it. I feel like 2021 is really trying to go out with a bang for me. So I just want to be really, I'm always honest, but this is just one of those videos where I just really want to be super, super duper transparent because sometimes, when you could get personal with people, people could feel like they could relate more to you and people feel like they're not the only ones going through some stuff. And you're definitely never the only one going through some stuff. So I have not been feeling well this whole week. I've been sick. My husband caught something and ended up passing it on to me and my youngest daughter. Somehow my oldest daughter doesn't have symptoms of anything at all, but I'm still going to get her tested because she's obviously, if we are tested positive for whatever this thing is going around, she is exposed. But for me, I'm just like super duper congested. So I'm sorry if I sound like crap right now. I'm very congested and I do have all the symptoms of this new variant. So I would not be shocked at all if I was to find out that I was tested positive for this thing. I have not had this thing since it started. Yes, I do have the pax, you know what that rhymes with. I am fully paxed, but obviously, as they say, like you still could get it. It's just like your symptoms are more mild, and mine's are definitely, ours are mild. I don't have the chills or anything. Like I had it a little bit, but it like the first night. It started for me Sunday morning. I started feeling funny. This past Sunday morning, my throat started feeling funny, and the back of my head, like I had like a tiny headache. Not tiny. My headache actually started to get a little bit worse, but it wasn't out of control. And then it went away, and then I had some body aches. I was like, oh no, like similar to flu symptoms. And my husband had the same thing, and my daughter had the same thing. So we've been home all week. But it's so weird. Like my symptoms just feel so weird. It's like I feel sick, but I don't feel sick. Like I literally just feel like I have a cold. Like I could still move around. I'm eating still. I don't have a loss of appetite. I don't have a loss of taste or smell or any of those things. But, like I said, I'm going to go get tested tomorrow. We're all going to go get tested tomorrow. Trying to get tested has been hell out here because the lines have been extremely long. I cannot get an appointment for any freaking pharmacy to get tested. And apparently there are no more home tests available. So I don't understand what the hell they think they're doing. Like, how do you not prepare for this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, didn't you not learn from 2020? But yet they're not prepared for this one. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not the freaking president, so I can't say nothing, or the mayor, or whoever the hell in politics who has to take charge of stuff like this. But I just think it's stupid how, there's so many people getting sick and they're like, sorry, you can't get tested, but don't spread it. Like, all right, whatever. But anyway, so that's how I'm feeling. So excuse me if I sound like crap. Like I said, I'm very congested. I definitely feel very mucusy in there. I know TMI, I'm sorry. So that's that. So I'll let you guys know, update how I've been feeling, how I feel or whatever. On to other things. I have had a very rough week. This week has been pretty torturous for me. Not really just because I'm not feeling well, like that added to it, but I've been dealing with anxiety even before I started getting sick. I've been dealing with anxiety, and I've been dealing with a lot of stress. Like a lot of shit has been changing. I have a lot of financial stress going on right now, a big shift in my finances ever since my husband took on the city job and I'm not working. And so now I got to get myself back into work. I've been trying to find fully remote work where I could just work completely from home, because to be honest, I love to be home and there's so many remote jobs and I've applied to so many. And I thought I almost got this one job I really, really wanted. And it was really good, but I don't know. I'm still putting out good thoughts that I could still get it if it's meant for me. If not, then there's something better. But it was like the one fucking job I really wanted. And I have not heard back from them. I had 2 interviews with them and I have not heard back from them since. So I don't know. So we'll see. If not, then hey, I'm still keeping it moving because money comes in very many different various forms. But that's another reason I haven't really been so active on here, is because I've been having to put a lot of focus into looking for another job. I refuse to go back to my old one because the stress of that will probably just send me straight to the death. 2022 will be complete shit. I refuse to go back to that job. I may as well just get something different. I have enough skills to get something else. I've had many interviews, but I've also turned some down because of different various reasons. And I've just really been trying to get out of my field. Some of you may know, like I was working in ABA, working with kids on the spectrum, and I do love it, but it's not my passion. But it's a lot. It's very emotionally draining, and I've been working in education in general, both special education and general ed, for like the past probably 7 years. And you learn a lot about education when you work in it, and you can really get burnt out. And even us assistants, we assistants and paras don't get, I don't think, enough credit for what we do sometimes, because people don't realize sometimes not that we do more than a teacher. Teachers do a lot of the paperwork. Teachers do both, but assistants are like there to help with everything. And, when it comes to the kids and stuff like that. And we do a lot. So we get burnt out too. You get physically, energetically burnt out. And I just don't want to work with kids no more. I really don't. Like, I love kids so much. I just don't want to work with kids anymore. I just don't have I don't know if I don't have the energy, it was never really my super duper passion. I've always loved it. I'm passionate about it in a sense, but my real passion is other things, like creating things and stuff like that. And it's something I'm still continue to pursue. So yeah, I'm just trying to get somewhere I could just stay home. And I feel like when I'm home, I can get more things done. I can be a mom. I cook so much more when I'm home. I could clean so much more when I'm home. And I don't know. Like, I feel like the quarantine that we had over 2020 really made me realize how much I love being home. Because before that, I was always loving going out. And now I'm just like, you know what? I actually enjoy being in my house. Like, I have not been bored, not once, for the past couple of years. I really have not. Like, I always am doing something. I always have something I could do. So that's what's going on with that. I've also been stressed because my mom has not been feeling well at all. And she's been feeling a little worse, I think. She's back on chemo again. They did like a CT scan and found some more disease. And it's in the same place, but they have to get rid of it because it's multiplying. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? So that's been on my mind, because it's just such a crazy thing to have to go through, like it's just a crazy experience to have to go through. And so that's been, I guess, because that combined with like the fact that it's the holiday season, it's been really hard for me in a sense where I feel like I just miss who she was before, you know what I'm saying? Like, I miss her and I miss how things were before. But at the same time, I have no choice but to keep positive thoughts on everything. And then me being sick at the same time, like, it really doesn't help. Me not feeling well, me feeling the way I've been feeling, it just does not help at all. It just makes me feel worse. I'm like, great, it's the last thing I need, just to be sick, especially now. I had plans on seeing my mom for Christmas, but can't do that now because we're all sick. So yeah, 2021 is definitely trying to go out with a bang for me. I don't know what vendetta 2021 has against me, but I'm not trying to make it like a victimized thing, but I sometimes can't help but to feel like, did someone cast a spell on me or some shit? Like, what the hell is going on here? It's just way too many things happening at once. So I look forward to feeling better again and feeling 100% myself, and to being able to see her. Even with texting, like, she doesn't text more than a couple of sentences to me. She's been so tired. She hasn't been feeling herself. She's been feeling very weak. And her recovery for her, she's still recovering from her hysterectomy. And so that, has been something extra burden on her. It's just so much shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so much shit. And I don't know. I feel like so many things has been happening one after another, after another. And then every time I feel like I get myself back on track, something else happens, I fall off, or I'll try not to fall off. But then other things occur where it's like, okay, I have no choice but to not, but to do this, or I have no choice but to not do that. Like, for instance, my phone broke after Thanksgiving. Of course, I was walking. It was my own fault, obviously. I don't know. It felt like someone literally took my phone and tossed it on my hand, fell flat on the ground. I have an iPhone, so you know how fragile that is, and when your heart completely shatters the minute that it hits the ground. And, excuse me. So it fell like face down, and my entire screen is just black. So I have not been able to do the things I normally do with my phone, like take pictures, do videos. I haven't been able to post stuff using my phone. Like, I've been using my laptop, my tablet, but it's not the same, and then I'm like, great. So I'm trying to get a new job. How the fuck are they gonna get in touch with me without my phone number, without my phone? I mean, it's just so many things. Then yesterday I thought, I felt like I had a moment of kind of like an inspiration, like, yes, I'm gonna just start vlogging. And this is for my other channel that I have, which I'll get into after this. I've just put it off to put focus into this channel here. So I was like, I'm just gonna vlog or whatever. I press record, it records me for a couple of minutes, then out of the blue, it decides, I don't think we're gonna let you have this neither. So my freaking camera decides to not record no more. I was already so emotional and so angry. Plus, me and my husband got into it yesterday. And I was just like, look, I cannot handle this type of emotional stress because I already have too much shit going on. I took it out on my camera. I said, fuck it. What's one more broken shit? So I took my camera. I literally slapped it off my desk and let it fall on the floor. So the interior of the lens is broke. I was just like, I don't give a fuck. If I had a sledgehammer, I probably would have smashed it. It's just, you get so angry because things just feel like it's falling apart. And I just keep feeling like I can't help but to keep feeling like more and more things keep on happening. And I'm trying so hard not to manifest it, not to speak it out into existence, not to continue to put, focus on it. But every fucking time my mind goes into another direction and I'm like, no, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Something happens. It's like, oh, yes, I am going to record. Bloop, decides not to work. Oh, I'm going to do this. Guess what? You don't got the money for that. Why? Because you didn't get that job. It's just like, it's so frustrating, honestly. It's so frustrating. And I don't know. I know this is going to end. Hell always ends. But at least that's what I always like to say. Because I feel like there are people who've gone through complete hell. And then they'll come out with the most amazing stories of victory. So I always say hell ends. It's just as hard because when the fuck does it end? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is it gonna end? And that's pretty much where I am at this point. I'm just like tired of crying. I've cried so much between this week and last week, mainly over just my mom and falling back into depression again, to the point where I started getting chest pains every time I have anxiety. So this past Sunday, I had a really bad panic attack, so bad to the point my chest was hurting. I almost felt like I was having a heart attack, but I know that that's not what it is, because plus I was sick on top of that, because a lot of times people have anxiety and they'll experience something that feels like their heart, like a heart attack, but they're not. It's so heavy on your chest. So I was like freaking out. I literally could not breathe at all. I was about to reach for my husband's asthma pump, like, yo, I'm gonna faint because I could not breathe at all. Thankfully, he was there. He was there with me because I needed somebody. I'm all congested. I'm sorry. Let me just mute this real quick so I could blow because I'm like super congested right now. All right. He was there with me, thankfully. It was probably like 2 a.m. and I just was thinking about my mom and thinking about how I'm not gonna be able to see her for Christmas, and thinking about how like everything feels like it's just going completely against me. I'm like, whoa, wait, what's going on? Everything was supposed to be falling into place. Things supposed to be getting better, but instead things are going in reverse all over again, and things are getting worse again. And more things are happening, even like little things. Like today, me and my oldest daughter were we were checking out this karaoke thing that I have on my TV, which we never realized we had. But she's like, oh, let's check that out. We started getting into it. And like, all of a sudden it decides to stop working. Like, I'm like, what? We were like literally starting to feel for the first time in a long time some sort of Christmas spirit and holiday spirit and some joy in the house, and the shit just stops working. And I was just like, what is it with electronics no longer working? Like, is there something trying to send me a message or something? Does it just want me to sit in silence? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is going on? Because everything is just randomly stops working or it breaks. Well, obviously, like I said, my camera, I broke that because I got angry. If it was a person, I probably would have broke their face. Like, I just got so mad, I had to break something. I mean, it's fixable. I could tell it's fixable. But right now, I'm not worried about that. I can always use my phone. I'm actually going to go get my phone fixed. I get my phone fixed hopefully next week. But, you know, like even things like that, like it's just a lot of things I notice have been just going down for me. Like, I have little side hustles. Sales have been so low. I'm like, how the fuck are sales low when it's Christmas time? I don't understand. Then I had sold something. The post office lost it. I had lost money on it. Possibly lost a customer. It's just literally everything is just like, so sometimes I know I remember my mom used to tell me when I was young that when things like this happen, is because there's like a huge blessing coming. And I used to always be like, yeah, okay. But I do believe that. And sometimes, you know, you don't know how long that blessing is going to take. But a lot of times, yeah, there is a blessing coming. And I don't know. I was trying to think of what I was going to say. I literally went blank. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about that. So let's move on. So moving on. 2022, what's 2022 bringing? How am I feeling about this channel in 2022? So I'm gonna be very, very honest and very real. And I have expressed this before. And I did try to make changes thinking maybe I need to just make some changes. Maybe I just need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to just get back into it again. I thought maybe getting back into talking about stuff on this channel was going to help me, was going to get me back on track. I'll be very honest. I am not happy with my content anymore because I'm not passionate about my content anymore. I'm not passionate talking about stuff people want to hear about. You know, I don't feel anything anymore when I talk about the ICOC because I'm not connected to that. That's an experience I had in the past, and it's something people continue to experience, but I kind of stopped making videos on it because the same reason I stopped making videos on it in the first place before I started making videos again, because of the fact that I just don't feel connected to it anymore. And I try to make videos, but even when I'm doing it, it's just, I don't enjoy it. I just don't. It's really hard for me to put passion, and people could tell that when someone is making content and they're not passionate about it. You know, their audience could tell. Like, you could see the difference in the type of work they're putting in. You could see a difference in their attitude in the video. You could just sense the energy. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing and you're not doing it because it's something you genuinely enjoy and love doing, it's going to reflect. It's going to reflect in the results and the outcome. But I guess I just felt like I needed to really hold on to this channel because I was afraid of losing all the hard work I put a lot of hard work into this channel. Everything I've come up with, all the content I've come up with, I've had written down before I ever spoke it out on camera. I've really put a lot of work and effort into this channel, and I was afraid of losing that or like wasting that. And then also on top of that, I was afraid of losing an audience, which I already know I did, which is cool. Because like I said before, I don't think this channel is one of those channels is meant to keep the same people forever. Because it's a type of content where I'm giving people advice and sharing my experience of how you heal. And once you heal from something, you kind of don't need it anymore. So it's like me. I pretty much healed from being a part of a cult. And I feel pretty much like I've already healed a bit, almost at 100% from religion. You know, maybe I am 100%. I would say 99, 100%. But I guess that's why it's hard for me to really be so passionate about putting out content on it. Sometimes I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about, you know, and I can't do that on this channel because I've already created this channel and built it on the foundation where everyone who comes here to hear about specifically religion, controversial stuff. And yes, I could still talk about those things. And to be honest, I am not going to end this channel just yet. I'm not going to ever shut it down. I'll always keep it open. For 2022, I do not plan on speaking about the ICOC at all, to be very honest. Please don't ask me to. I have a ton of videos. People constantly send me messages, ask me all these questions on when I have like a ton of videos. I've already talked about it. And I'm just not going to even bother. I tried to get back to it, didn't work. So no, for 2022, I'm ending the ICOC. ICOC people probably going to be happy about that. But it has nothing to do with them. Oh, my dog almost gave me a heart attack. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with the fact that I just don't want to talk about it no more because I'm pretty much done. I've said everything I could say about it. And I feel like I've moved on past it. And a lot of people have too. And that's basically was my goal. And I think that along all of this, I kind of lost, and I realized this just recently, I kind of lost the whole point of why I even started this channel. Because when I really started this channel, I did not start it with the intentions of even speaking about religion or the ICOC, but it became that. And it became that for a reason because I needed that time to heal and to grow and to help other people heal and grow through the same experiences that I was experiencing. And when I journaled what I was going to do with this channel, when I first really got into it, I said I wanted to help people. And I promised myself that the minute I feel like I'm not passionate about it anymore, I feel like I'm done with it. Because I always knew I wasn't going to keep talking about this stuff forever. Like, I don't want to become some well-known author who is like a spirituality and ex-cult member expert. Like, I never really wanted to go that path. This is just something I do. And it's not even something I do for the money. This is just something that I do literally for YouTube, for the people, because YouTube is a great platform to reach people all around the world. And seeing so many people with the same experience and going through the same things, it's hard for me to ignore that. When in my heart, I naturally love to help people. Like, I honestly felt I was put on this earth to do just that. And I realize now, like, I've already kind of done that already. And my channel is going to stay up. And I am going to put content. I'm not going to put up 3-4 times a week. I'm going to be uploading content on here probably once, twice the most a week, because of the fact that I am now putting focus and attention into the things I really want to talk about, which are not going to be on this channel. It will be on my other channel, my other platform. And I figured, you know what, whoever wants to join me there can come along. Otherwise, there's always so many people in the world who need advice on so many other different things. And my passion and my heart has always been wanting to create a community of women who are like me, and a place where I can just speak my thoughts. I can share parts of my life. And that's really what I really always wanted to do. But this channel here and all the content on here, I realized was really for a season. And I've been doing this for probably like 5 years, and I enjoyed it. I loved it, and it's helped me heal. And I appreciate every single one of you so much, but I'm pretty much done talking about a lot of it. And I am going to continue coaching people. I am going to continue helping people. I am going to keep on putting up content for people who have left religion, because that's one thing is I do feel like we do still need a space for people who left Christianity specifically, or any religion. But I say specifically because that's my experience is Christianity. We do still need a space for that. I'm sorry, I'll pause here. I'm so congested. Hold on. All right. I just like feel it all in my throat, and then it reaches my nostrils, and then I talk funny. So, and I've been Lysoling and cleaning all over my house. I literally Lysol the air every couple of minutes at this point. But we do still need a space for that. We do still need a space for people who have left religion, a space for people who need to feel like it's okay to not be a believer. It's okay to not want to go to church and to feel like you don't want to go to church because it's just not something that you want. This is not something that you feel is closest to your heart, something that you can resonate with. I do feel like we need a space for people to be comfortable with the fact that, we all die eventually. And it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. And, you could fear hell, you could not fear hell. You're going to die either way. And I know it sounds very blah out there, but you may as well enjoy living. You know what I'm saying? You may as well just enjoy living. And that's something I'm passionate about. So I do want to continue to speak about things like that, content like that on this channel. Whoever watches, whoever doesn't. And I do hope to just gain a new audience, more, and I appreciate the audience I have, and whoever sticks around, I love and appreciate too, of course, more than anything, because you guys is my ride or die. You guys have been here from beginning. But I do embrace new beginnings, and I feel like we should never feel afraid of letting go. I'm gonna be honest, letting go is something that's hard for me to do ever since my dad passed away. It's hard for me to let go. Sometimes I feel like I need to hold on to things so that I know it wasn't all a waste, or I didn't do enough. I need to hold on, because holding on proves to myself that I did do enough somehow. I don't know, it sounds weird, but it's something I realize about myself. So ICOC videos are done, and like I said, and I don't know, whatever kind of content relating to spirituality, relating to mental health, relating to things still in the field of not religion, but the same field of basically leaving religion for the sake of keeping the space that we've all created together here on this platform, for people who are no longer part of religion and need to know that they're not the only one, need to know that they are still worth something, and they are still loved, and they are still worthy, and they are still deserving, and they still can learn how to love and enjoy life. That's important. I have to keep that. So for that reason, I am keeping this channel. I'm always going to be Tina Marie J. That's my brand. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, it's always going to be Tina Marie J. So keep on the lookout for my name for the future, just saying. But there are a lot of other things I want to move into. Projects. So every time I try to complete this major project, something happens. I started my Dope Soul course in 2020, and stuff, I think it was, or was it 2019? I can't remember, because honestly, that's been an idea since 2017 for me. Things happen. My grandmother passed away, try to get back on the course. Then more things happen, try to get back on the course. And then recently I started working on the course again. And then things got overwhelming, and like my mental health always plays a huge part. So I not necessarily took a break from creating the course, but I just haven't been working on it the past couple of days. I've been working on multiple projects at once. Well, really, I'm just sticking to 2 at once, because the other project that I've been working on has been more so like, I don't have any kind of a due date for it, but it's been healing for me and it's been helping me, and it's something I enjoy. And so I've been working on both, but you know, I refuse to give up on my Dope Soul course. My Dope Soul course is not only for the people on this channel. I'm basically going to be advertising it to anyone on social media through social media advertisements. So that's not something that I necessarily need this channel for, but it helps because obviously I get an audience through here. So that is something I'm not giving up on. I don't care how long it takes me to complete this shit. I'm getting it done. Like, I don't like to not complete things, but sometimes when a lot goes on in my life, I know when I have to take a break, because I don't like to put incomplete work out, especially if people are spending their money. Like, I don't want to just put something out just to put it out. I have bought incomplete work before, and I refuse to be one of those people who just puts out something just because I said I was going to do it. Or, okay, I'm going to put it out this time because I said I was going to put it out at this time. I need to make sure it's complete. And if my mental health isn't in check, I cannot do it. So that's what's going on with that. So I'm still doing that. Trying to think what else. What else is in store? That's pretty much it. I did think about, the other day I had like a quick thought, like maybe I should go back on medication again. I've just been feeling so low. I've been feeling so depressed. I was like, maybe I should get back on medication. I had like these different thoughts. Maybe you should go back on medication. Maybe you should, go get help, which I should definitely get some freaking help. I mean, we could all use some help. There's nothing wrong getting help. But no, I'm not going to go back on medication. My anxiety has been an issue for many years. And I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety when I was in my early 20s. And I had multiple panic attacks in a day, to the point where I would feel like fainting. And I did not go no place. Like, I didn't go anywhere because of that. I'm not going to allow that to happen again. There's so many different natural ways that you could heal yourself, that you could take care of yourself. And I don't want to do medication. I know I don't need to do that. Plus, I have other natural remedies I enjoy, my own little recreational remedies. And that was actually what had helped me, which is why I had started doing that in the first place. But I have not done it in like a little over a month. So I think that's another thing, is that because I have not done it, my anxiety, I've been allowing it to get the best of me. But at the same time, I've been able to get it under control. Like, I know how to get it under control when I really need to. So, oh man, I really do want to get high, because it does ease my anxiety. It really does. And it's been over a month. I took a very long break because I was beginning to get too into it, to a point where it's like all day, every day. I stay productive with it. You'd be surprised. Most of my ideas have come from me being high. I enjoy it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like if you don't like it, then just simply don't do it. But I mean, there's people who smoke cigarettes and that has worse effects and it stinks, but no one wants to complain about that, you know? So, I mean, I enjoy it. It helps me. But at the same time, you know, I know that I have to learn how to be able to control certain things on my own and take charge of certain things without it. You don't want to develop a dependency. And I could develop a dependency when it comes to that specifically because of the fact that I enjoy it so much. And it could be an escape. It could be an escape. And it's a very nice, lovely escape. But you need to take breaks. And I needed to give my body a break. And so that's what I did. But anyone who's into that, I'm trying not to say certain specific words because YouTube, you would understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna mute you one more second. Hold on. All right, I'm about to go get some Vicks. I'm using so much Vicks. Oh my goodness. And I noticed that when I have my Vicks, it brings up the mucus more. And that's kind of really what I need. I feel like taking one of those like things that you use for babies when you put it in their nose to take out the mucus. I'm sorry, I'm like so gross, but I'm just saying, like, come on, we're human. Like, I just feel like I need something like that because I feel it. It's in my throat. I don't feel comfortable with it getting in my chest. I really don't. But I'm just so congested. It's so frustrating because I didn't feel like this yesterday. I woke up feeling congested and it's very annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much where I am. So 2022 is going to be better. 2022, there's no fucking choice. 2022 has to be better. I don't care what the hell happens in 2022. We're going to make 2022 something. And I know that by me moving away from the topics that I don't have the passion for anymore on this channel and me just doing more of what I really am passionate about doing, going forth with all my other goals and other things that I've been wanting to put focus into, but I put to the side for this channel. I really feel like that's going to help me because I just keep feeling like I want to go back to everything else, to other things that I enjoy, other things I'm passionate about. And I came here and I did what I needed to do. I did what I want. I'm not gonna say like it's all over. I did what I needed to do. Okay, goodbye. Not like that. I mean, I did everything that I set out. I said I wanted to help people, and I feel like I've helped a ton of people, and a ton of people have helped me. Like you guys, really, I appreciate so much. You guys are like the real VIPs, because VIP, VMP. How you say it? You know, forget it. I'm sorry. It's late. What is the word? Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, what's VMP?
According to Wikipedia, the BMP file format.
Never mind. Alexa, stop. Alexa, she thinks I'm talking about some BMP. Forget it. Correct me in the comments. As another thing is like my mind, I can't even think straight lately. My mind is everywhere. I think that's just due to like my depression I've fallen into and me just not feeling well. Not to mention the fact that it is 3 a.m. So yeah. So that's pretty much what is going on with me. Also, lastly, I forgot to mention for myself, I feel like this year I've distanced myself from a lot of people. And I've distanced myself from some people who I felt like I couldn't heal with them. You know, like sometimes you need to heal on your own and sometimes you need to just heal. And I don't know, like I've distanced myself from so many people. I've distanced myself from friends. I've distanced myself from people I've connected with, people I've known for a long time. And it's not good all the time. But sometimes for me personally, I just need to distance myself when I need to really heal through something. But I also realize I need to keep in mind, I can't just distance myself and then pick people back up when I want to, because it's not fair. So I'm learning how to be alone and learning how to be to myself, and whoever is meant to be in my life is going to be in my life, and I won't need to chase. I won't need to go and try. I'm not saying I'm not going to try to, speak to people, but they're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, like they're going to be there regardless. And so I feel like certain parts of me, I don't really like how I've distanced myself, but other parts of me, I also am like, I needed to do this because I went through something that a lot of people wouldn't really understand. And so I had to adjust myself in my chair. My back is hurting. I went through some stuff that some people wouldn't understand, and I couldn't even understand it. And I just needed like to be to myself. But during this whole year, I realized I've not been loving myself properly. Even though I tell everybody to love themselves, I haven't been loving myself properly. I know this video is long, but whoever's meant to hear it and will stick around, if you're still here, then I love you all so much. But yeah, healing is a big thing. Healing is a big thing. I just wish everyone, whoever I've distanced myself from, whoever's in my life, whoever's not in my life, and all you guys, I wish the most amazing blessings. I wish nothing but greatness, and seeing what 2022 is going to bring us, and just all positive, good, positive, beautiful thoughts and experiences. And just know that even if 2022 does bring you grief, even if 2022 does bring you somehow some bad news, some bullshit, I still believe that there is more to life than what we see. And sometimes we could forget the beauty in it. We could get so wrapped up in what's going on, all the bad stuff, the anxiety, the fear, the depression, the grief, everything, that we don't realize or even remember that there's still life. It still goes on. There's still more to it. As long as you're still here, you still have more to do. So try not to forget to live. Even if you are like me, where you try to get on track, you get knocked back off. Don't let giving up be an option, because I almost gave up. I almost gave up last week. Not on my life. I mean, on like everything I want in my life. I have kids. I could never try to give up on my life. I have kids. That's just me. I just could never leave my kids behind. But just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, and keep on pushing. It doesn't matter how many times you fall off, how many bad things happen, how much depression you're in. Keep on fighting your way through, because like I said, hell does end too. It has to. All right, guys, I love you all so much. Love you all so much. Try to stay safe. Try to enjoy your holidays the best you can. I know a lot of us are sick. I guess we're going to have a new variant every freaking season. So, yeah, so you can keep throwing us some more of them shots our way. But try to stay safe, and I'll give you guys an update on how me and my family are doing. My daughter seems to be feeling a little better, but still off. And my husband too. So, yeah. All right, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening. Any information you need is down below in the description box. Enjoy your day, your night, and I'll see you in the next video.